Ah, hot coffee. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Together We Sit. Light the candle. Together we sit. Creating some space. Creating some space from the chatter, the hubbub, the to-do list, the stuff, all the stuff. And doing it together. In community. In electronic community. Which, it's almost as good. I'd love to be able to give you guys hugs, but virtual hug. Hey, Sally. Hey, Phil. Yeah, my coffee, I don't know if you could qualify my coffee as strong because I mix the beans when I grind it, half decaf and half regular. Even though the beans are strong, flavored, most coffee people would say that's not strong coffee. That's weak coffee. But it's perfect for me. Hey, morning, Bessie. I know where Phil is, and now I know where Sally is in Washington State. Betsy, where are you? Where are you tuning in from? Phil, that's funny. You're not a hugger? I'm a hugger. I love hugging. I've been missing hugging. Charlotte, North Carolina. I was just there. I flew out to Charlotte actually to meet with a financial company who was talking about incorporating the Whole Life Challenge into their financial planners inventory of services that they offer. So using the Whole Life Challenge as a tool for health and well-being to make sure their clients, when they retire, have the health and well-being to use their funds that they have spent their lives building. I thought it was a great idea. It's a pretty radical idea, and it's percolating. The idea is percolating, but that was a fun trip. I'd never been to Charlotte before. Yes, it was very symbiotic. I was thinking about this practice. I was just thinking about the monotony. Like one day blends into the next, blends into the next, blends into the next, blends into the next. And we get to choose who we become based on the things we allow to occupy our thinking and then our schedules. Like we have very much control over who we become in the world. And it's a blessing, really, honestly, but you've got to show up. And you guys are showing up. I'm showing up. We're meditating. We're clearing our minds. We're practicing. And in that regard, we should get going because my commitment is to have you out of here by 8:45, and that is in 10 short minutes. So let's do it. Sit up nice and tall. Put your feet flat on the floor. If you're sitting on the ground, get comfortable with your spine nice and tall. Morning, Nancy. Morning, Thomas. With your spine nice and tall, eyes slightly closed or closed all the way. Start to connect with your breath. Slow things down. Just let things start to slow down. And I'm going to ring us in. Here we go. While we're slowing down, it doesn't mean that we are relaxing. Meditation requires, well, it doesn't require, but my recommendation is that you use a certain amount of rigor in your practice. Rigor with your body, rigor with your mind, rigor with your attention. So, starting off with your body, ensuring that your spine is nice and straight and tall, like the mast of a great sailing ship. It's supporting you. All the important parts of you, all the 7 chakras are aligned up your spine. The rest of you hangs off of that. Like the unfurled sails on that great sailing ship, they just hang off of, just hanging there. Their work comes later. For now, we're letting that part of your body just sink into itself while your spine does the heavy lifting. And then check in with your breath. You should be breathing in and out of your nose, not your mouth. Lips are closed. And your exhale should be about twice as long as your inhale. Let's do a quick systems check. Check in with your body. Start down at your feet. Check your toes, check your feet, check your ankles. Any tension you might feel down there in your ankles or your feet or your knees, moving up your legs, up into your hips, your glutes. Just let it go. And then continuing to move up. Your stomach. Gosh, how many of us hold tension in our stomach just by the idea that we have to hold it in? Even if you're not overweight, we all tend to hold our stomachs in. This is your chance to just let it go. Nobody's looking. Move up, further up into your shoulders. Drop your shoulders down and away from your ears. Down, moving down into your arms and hands. See how heavy you can make your hands. Whatever your hands are resting on, allow their full weight to rest, the full weight of your arms to rest on whatever your hands are resting on. Coming up to your head, your face. Check it. Is there any tension? Are you smiling unwittingly? Is your brow furrowed? A good way to find out is to move the muscles in that area. Lift your eyebrows, let them drop. Smile, and then let go of those smiling muscles. Until you're confident you've let go, your body is just hanging off of your spine. Now your body's ready. Your breath is ready. Now you're in a physical state to lead. This is part of the rigor of the practice. Now, the hardest part is your thinking. And let's not make it hard. Let's just say it requires the most amount of attention after your body is prepared. Because your mind, well, it has a mind of its own. And a thought a second isn't out of the normal. So even if we slowed that down, what if we were just able to slow it down to one thought every 30 seconds? That'd be a 30-time improvement. Because what we're trying to do is create some freedom and some clarity without having to see through the haze that the constant bombardment of thoughts creates. You know that voice inside your head that is constantly talking to you? That's your thinking. And if you're wondering what thoughts is he talking about, that's the voice. So the rigor in this part involves just noticing and pulling yourself back from the barrage and the draw. We're somewhat addicted to these thoughts, thinking that they're really, 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 really important and that you need to let yourself think about them. Sometimes you do. But that's not what this space is for. So we got about, I'll give you another 30 seconds. We're not done. So just bring yourself back into clarity. In spite of my crazy dog. All right. Open your eyes, let the light in, let the day in. It's time to go out and do your thing. Show up for your life the way you're showing up for yourself this morning. Life tends to get lucky for certain people. You ever notice how some people are just lucky? Most of the time, Luck happens to the people who are showing up. And it's really not luck at all. So be one of those people. Keep showing up for the things that you want. Point your compass, the pointy end of your bow at that thing, and go for it. Make it happen and show the heck up. All right, guys. Hope you have a great day, and I'll see you here again tomorrow.